The Metropolitan of Canterbury has named for a basic reconsider of how the economics plant, consisting more than social conducting and high taxes on technique giants and the rich. He supported demands of the committee for a new controller for technique firms, such how watch social public utilities such as power and water supply. The religious lead of the Chapel of England told a new controller would be tasked in enabling how technique giants such as Google and Facebook were with human beings as private information in a way how was social accountable. They include huge force and the use and processing of information has enormous implications for human beings as safety, he told. Yet it as well has enormous implications for the prosperous of individuals and the prosper and justice of our community. If you angle the marketplace in information, you include perhaps more than riches advantages rather than if you angle the marketplace in oil or petroleum. Information is the actual location wherever the cash is, and we've ever told how human beings in enormous force should be controlled. Metropolitan Welby as well reasoned for an growth in the minimal wages to superior represent the price of residing and supporting fighting families and told how out of activity, painful indignation would increase. The committee, set up by the leftward-leaning Believe Pot, the Institution for Social Politics Study, told that this residing wages, as it is outlined by the government, should be enlarged by £1 and time to £2 for such above 25. It told human beings on null hours contracts should be paid 20% more than on top of how drawing. It as well named for high levels of corporate tax on business community, a minimal tax bet on multinationals such as technique firms to stock taxation avoiding and the scrapping of succession tax, to be replaced by a life expectancy souvenir taxation on any talented revenue over £125,000. The tax would be imposed on individuals quite rather than estates. Human beings afflict of inequity in the economics, Metropolitan Welby said me. Human beings afflict of the requirement to go to a meal banking, though while thou got two adults both of work, human beings afflict of creature trapped in a obligation pitfall, since they can't substitute a main bit of machinery they requirement love a new oven, a wash car, let one include luxuries. I believe one of the unfortunate things in the recent few year has been to urge which we utilize to urge the minimal wages a residing wages. We requirement a residing wages since how enables human beings to dwell in virtue, and the virtue of the humane creature is basic to our insight of which a fair economics is on. The committee's executive board members involve the Metropolitan, as Lord Bob Kerslake, the ex-chief of the civilian facility, is as well a term. The committee was start up in 2016 following the Voice to Keep the Europe Association, that several trust was managed in portion by the economical difficult situation floored by millions of human beings. Its paper says how problems in the economics are basic and include been house for more than rather than 40 year. Low levels of invest by business community and by the government in whatever of a new chunk of technique to new digital and transportation links include intended how increase has incurred, it told. And low levels of riches create, named performance, include leftward millions of human beings fighting as salary failure to hold up in the growth in prices. I begin in the virtue of the humane creature that is which I find out of Jesus Christ, the virtue and importance of every person humane creature, who they are, the Metropolitan told, disputing how he was non-political and how his was not an assault on any special by the government or side, as the problems had length-term cradle. He told he had met political community who were hard to gear entrenched problems and how down there was lot to be upbeat on, consisting top levels of occupation. A by the government representative told, with 2010, we've backed more than human beings in job, entered the domestic residing wages cost pound per time, dual complementary care of children and helping workers hold more than of the cash they earn money at the end of each monthly by cut taxes for 31 millionth human beings by an ordinary of £1,000. The representative added by the government was conducting £20 bn more than per year on the NHS and growing pay for teaching staff, medical staff and soldiers. Metropolitan Welby told down there were common problems. To a lot of human beings, though if their revenue has lost up a beat, he's be a lot less than safe. Thou dong te aware of one week to the following which thou'll be making. Or so for human beings hard to budgeting, human beings hard to fare rescue a bit so how, I dong te aware, one day a monthly they could include minnow and shavings in their guise or go to the movie or go downward to the bathing beach on a pleasant hot summer, they can't schedule. It comes behind to judiciary and the overall nice. I requested the Metropolitan if he coordinated in the committee how taxes necessary to growth on technique firms and the rich. Which is precise is how tax should be a basic portion of creature a individual, and how such who include the largest should pay the largest, he told. Or how no business, via creature multi-ethnic, creature world, can avoid the responsibilities of profitable its appropriate sum of taxation, relying on the rental income it earns in the nation. So affirmative, several human beings will requirement to pay more than. I'm not departure to spot at individuals, but surely we see human beings and companies how appear not to pay, which sounds love a sensible sum of taxation.